Oh, no. Hi, John. My name is Davis, and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you, and I'm going to read it to make sure that I cover everything. You probably already have a good idea of why we asked you here, but let me go over it again briefly. We're asking people to try using an app that we're working on so we can see whether it works as intended. The session should take about 10 minutes. The first thing I want to make clear right away is that we're testing the app, not you. You can't do anything wrong here. In fact, this is probably the one place today where you don't have to worry about making mistakes. As you use the site, I'm going to ask you to think as much as possible out loud, to say what you're looking at, what you're trying to do, what you're thinking. This will be a big help for us. And also, please don't worry that you're going to hurt our feelings. We're doing this to improve the site, and so we need to hear your honest reactions. If you have any questions as we go along, just ask them. I may not be able to answer them right away since we're interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting next to them to help. But if you still have any questions when we're done, I'll try to answer them then. And if you need to take a break at any point, just let me know. You may have noticed that we're recording. With your permission, we're going to record what happens on the screen and our conversation. The recording will only be used to figure out how to improve the website and won't be seen by anyone except the people working on the project. And it helps me because that means I don't have to take as many notes. If you would, I'm going to ask you to sign a simple permission form for us. It just says that we have your permission to record you and that the recording will only be seen by the people working on the project. All right, before we look at the app, I just like to ask you a few quick questions. What is your occupation?
Student.
What do you do all day?
Lecture and study and read.
Roughly how many hours a week altogether, just a ballpark estimate, would you say you spend using the internet, including web browsing and email at home and at work?
If I'm up at 8 and I go to bed at 8, 12 hours probably, I'd say 4 hours a day total.
So you're a frequent user?
Yeah.
You're comfortable? Awesome. What's the split between email and browsing?
40% email, 60% browsing. Or 30% email, 70% browsing.
When you're on your phone, what type of apps do you typically use?
When I'm on my phone, my email, music, I check a few websites every day, and I log into my gym through my website or app too.
Do you have any favorite apps?
I like Feedly, and I like Buffer, and I like Twitter. Twitter is a big one for me on my phone too.
Awesome.
Probably the biggest now that I think of it.
All right, well, that's it for just the preliminary questions. What I'm going to do now is ask you to open up the Mind Body Connect app.
Okay, so things I've already noticed. I like that it looks like the rest of iOS 7.
Okay.
That it's the same kind of color scheme and whatnot. The name Mind Body makes me think I'm about to do yoga. I don't know if that's what this app does. When I get it open, it's nice and bright. It looks like New York City. I'd like to be there. It's clear what I have to do.
What do you have to do?
I have to let's get started.
You have to press the button?
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
Get started.
It's very obvious what my call to action is. Then I have to log in with my email. There's an email.
You can just use the pre-assigned email.
Okay, so that's easy.
What do you do next?
I hit next. It loads. Loading's always annoying. It asks for a password. Okay, so now that I'm logged in,
Can you describe to me what you see on the screen?
Yeah. There's 2 tabs, businesses and classes. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots horizontally that I could assume could be other businesses. Right now, the only one listed is Pradeshakti Yoga Center. There's 5 options at the bottom. Discover, which has a search glass, so I assume it's a searching function. Favorites with a star, once again, pretty obvious. My schedule is a little schedule book. My info is a silhouette of a person. And options is 2 gears. So I like that they're all standard symbols. Like I know what those mean as soon as I even see the symbols. And I'm going to start clicking things.
All right. Well, before you start clicking,
Okay.
Why don't we try to sign up for a yoga class?
Sure.
So what's the first thing that you do?
I would click on the spot probably that I want to go to.
Can you describe that spot for me, just for the recording?
It's Prantashata Yogi Center. It's at 52 Armstrong Street. It gives me the address and a symbol, and it's at the top of the list. It's the only one there.
Thanks very much.
So I click on it, and it shows me its ratings. I don't know where the ratings come from. 39 ratings. I assume maybe it's tapped into Google because it's showing me something that looks like a Google map as well. It has a description, phone number, and the address. So if I want to get in touch, and it shows me the upcoming classes. So it's showing me stuff for tomorrow because I assume everything's closed, and it shows me the first one at 9 a.m. There's 3 options, and it also has a more complete schedule I can click on and select.
Awesome. Why don't we, which of those yoga classes would you like to sign up for? Just pick any.
I've always wanted to try hot yoga, so that's the first one in the morning. So I'm going to click on that one. And I click it, and it gives me a whole lot of more information about it. So it's telling me what time, what room, what date. It tells me a bit about what the class is in the description. It tells me I can click and find out more about, I can find out a lot more about the person running the class. There's a lengthy bio. There's a big description written too.
So how does this page make you feel?
I mean, if I had time to kill, there's lots of stuff there for me to read, but it's not what I'm inclined to do. If I'm coming here, it's to sign up for a class probably, not learn more. Maybe if you're comparing options, it would be helpful, but I came with purpose. So thankfully for that, there's sign up now in green, button right in the middle. It's letting me know I have a session available for use, so I have a credit. So I'm going to click sign up now, and it's, would you like me to sign up for this class?
And can you just describe what happened there for me?
Yeah, so when I click sign up now at the bottom of the screen, a message came up with 2 options. Would you like to sign up for this class? And the options are yes, sign me up, or go back. So once again, it's clear what I have to do. The rest of the screen went dark, so it's very much focused on this is where you should be. So I'm not going to sign up because...
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I signed up. I'm going to yoga tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So it's in the top right-hand corner. It's now saying there's a little banner that says booked. So it's showing I booked that. I have 2 options. I can cancel my option to go, or I can share it. Can I keep clicking? Or?
No, I think that sounds great. Thank you so much for this session. It's been really helpful.
I'm sharing it. I'm going to put it on Facebook.
Awesome.
I just put it on Facebook. That was easy. I'm going to change your info. I'm logging you out. I'm billing it. I'm changing your billing information.
Well, the bill